welcome to the Cast-Fishing podcast. I'm Jack, and I'm here with my partner in fishing crime, the man, the myth, the legend, Ryan.
Hey guys, here on for a wild ride today as we dive into the world of fishing, sharing tips, tricks, and probably a lot more funny stories along the
That's
way.
right, Ryan. So, what have you been reeling in this week?
Oh, buddy, you won't believe it. I caught this massive bass that practically leaped into my arms. I swear it was begging me to put it on the grill.
Now, that's an amazing story. Speaking of grills, I've got this marinade that'll make any catch taste like it's straight from a five-star restaurant. You know what they sell? You know what they say about good fishing? It starts with good eating.
Absolutely, eating the fish is the best part. And talking about good eating, how about we share some of our listeners' fishing tales? We've got an entry here from Trenton Patterson who snagged a trout the size of a torpedo. Can you top that,
Oh,
Jack?
I think I can. How about Austin, who hauled an entire marlin that practically capsized his boat? Our listeners are giving us a run for our money.
No kidding. I can't wait to hear more stories like these. If you guys have a story you want to tell us, hit us up on social
Oh
media.
yeah, you heard him. Slide into our DMs anytime you want, and let's make some waves together. But after those amazing entries from our amazing viewers, what's on the docket today, Ryan?
Today our topic is going to be every good fishing spot in the greater Toronto area.
Greater Toronto area.
We're going to
Okay.
teaching you how to catch them and where to catch them.
All right, perfect. So we're gonna start off with somewhere I really like, which was submitted by our great friend Ivan Sesteric. He told
Yeah,
us,
he's a pretty good friend, man.
yeah, exactly. He gave us this little spot in Acton. It's the Quarry. It's only open on Sundays though. That's the only downside, but it has amazing fishing all year round.
Yeah, amazing fishing. They only have largemouth bass
Yeah,
though.
yeah. It's kind of a little like I don't know. It's a little bit on the lower side of a fishing spot, but
It's also
it's great if you're
yeah,
starting. That's what I
it's
would say.
also like a good
Yeah,
spot because all the fish are easy to catch and they eat everything basically because they're all starving.
yeah. And bass alone will eat anything. It's not even just starving. It's just they
Yeah,
do.
and there's also no weeds, so
Oh yeah, that's a great part too. If you're starting off, weeds are probably the worst thing you can get into.
yeah.
It's also a great spot. Just tie on a bait you just bought from Canadian Tire. You want to try out your bait. The fish is going to eat it no matter what. So why not just try it out?
All right, that sounds like a great spot, Jack. How about we look at the next entry from Aiden McLean? Damn, is he?
Oh,
Do you
Aiden
think
McLean,
his
I know
house
him.
is clean?
I think that's the guy that's going to the MLB, right?
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
in the
yeah, I
future.
heard that. Yeah, he's
All right,
in the future. Yeah,
he said McNabb which is also known the Credit
McNabb.
River.
Oh, the Credit River. I know of that.
Yeah,
Yeah. So where is this McNabb exactly?
it's like in Georgetown, Norval, down. Yeah,
Norval. Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah. I used to play soccer there,
yeah. Well,
so
you
I know where
played for
that is.
soccer in the church?
Yeah, of
Oh
course,
shit,
of
that's
course.
crazy.
Yeah, I'm great. Yeah, exactly. So what kind of did Aiden say? What kind of fish he caught there, or we're gonna have to do some
Oh
research?
yeah, we gotta remember in McNabb it's barbless hooks, so it makes it a little
Oh, okay,
harder,
okay.
but trout fishing there is amazing.
Oh, trout fishing. Okay, well, yeah, Credit
Yeah,
River trout fishing. That kind of goes hand in hand.
salmon
Um,
also. Gotta remember that, bro.
salmon, really? They get up? They get
Yeah,
that far up?
you go all the way up.
Okay, that might be somewhere I might need to try next year.
Yeah, you just gotta realize
All
the
right.
rules. It's a very tough spot.
Of course, yeah, yeah. Credit River's like that most of
Yeah.
the time. Oh, this spot I went to last week. I went down to the opening of the Credit, which is a little bit different than that far up, but it has some similar fish. It has some big trout. I caught 17-inch brown trout
Damn.
there. Took it home, ate it up. Oh yeah, it was
Well, how'd you
great.
cook it?
Um, oh, all I did, opened it up, cleaned it up, threw some
Ooh,
lemons,
lemons.
spices.
Oh,
Oh, lemons
lemons.
are so good.
Lemons
Lemons
make
and
it like
fish.
scrumdiddlyumptious, man.
Yeah, lemons and fish, best combo, best combo. Put some pepper, salt. There's plain Jane. You want that taste of the fish in there, and then just throw it in the oven completely. The entire thing in the oven.
I bet that
That's
was
all I did.
good. Nothing's better
It was
than eating
great.
a fish you caught.
Oh
The
yeah, that's
best,
the
man.
best thing. So our next segment is going to be baits. So we're going to be talking about baits. Did we get any baits sent in from any viewers
We
this
actually
week?
did. I have this one bait from
Yeah.
Trenton Patterson again. And
Oh, Trenton Patterson, he's cooking our
yeah,
podcast
he
this
said
week.
use the glow in the dark magic squid. He,
Glow in the dark magic
yeah, he
squid.
said it works good for the actin quarry because
Oh, okay.
the water gets deep and the fish need to see. Glow in the dark, man.
That's makes sense. Makes sense. And oh, does that? What would you put that on? You put that on
Oh yeah,
jig,
you
hook.
put it on a jig and then you just cast it. You let it drop for like let's say 20 seconds. Then you pop it up, reel, and just keep doing that. You'll feel the bite.
Okay, so super
Yeah,
simple.
it's
That's
easy.
nice. I actually got a submission as well. Mine was from let me see, Hayden
Oh
Crawford.
damn.
Okay, yeah, he sent in a. It looks like a handmade crankbait actually, which I really like to see. It looks like it's a. This looks like a sunfish pattern, which is great because sunfish and bass kind of go hand in
Yeah,
hand. Um,
bass will eat every fish
it
too.
looks great. Yeah, of course, sunfish are perfect for that.
Exactly.
It looks like it's about 5 inches, maybe like half an ounce. It's pretty heavy bait. Um, looks like a pretty deep diver. This lip is pretty big. These baits for anyone who's new, these crankbaits, all we have to do, cast it out, reel it. If you're not catching anything, change your speed up. You'll catch something most of the time. The best time to use these is gonna be probably midday. I'm gonna
Yeah, when the
say
fish are
you
deeper.
can use them. Yeah, yeah, midday when they're deeper. It's a really good deep water bait. It you can use it trolling, which is just driving your boat,
Yep. And slow pace.
or you can just slow pace, and you could catch pretty much anything. Most things will bite it. Any predatory fish, so pike, walleye, bass. It's a pretty simple bait to use.
Oh, I just got another submission.
You just
Yeah,
got another submission.
from Philip.
Okay, that's
You know what he
okay,
sent me?
Philip.
He sent me the top water duck.
Topwater duck.
Oh
Oh, I love
my.
those. Those are so fun.
Oh, it looks like a full
Those are one of the
pound
most
too.
fun baits.
Honestly, I don't
A
what's eating
full
that, bro. I
pound.
don't know what's eating that.
Philip is he's a little bit
Yeah,
overconfident here, I
I think it's
think.
custom made. I do not think those stores are
Custom
selling
made.
that.
1 pound
You're
duck? I don't know what's gonna catch
not
that.
catching nothing with that. But if you try,
Oh no.
you never know, man. Never know.
Yeah, never know.
Biggest muskie of
That's
all
what
time, bro.
fishing's all about. Oh yeah, muskies are great.
All right.
Oh, I think it's about time for our sponsor, our first sponsor of the
Oh, who
day.
is it?
I think we have a sponsor from I don't know actually. Let's check. Let's check real quick. Let's check real quick.
That's crazy, bro. Sponsors pay a
Um,
lot of money. You don't even know them. Selling, bro.
yeah, I know it's a problem. Okay, we have
Uh,
Rapala. How could I not know Rapala? Rapala's. Don't laugh at me, bro.
Why you say like that, bro? It's Rapala.
Rapala. Rapala. Okay, my bad. My bad.
Have you
That's
never
my
played that
mistake.
Rapala fishing game?
I'm sorry. No, I haven't.
You
I've been
should,
playing
man.
the Rapala
It's a
fishing
great
game. No,
game.
great game. But what is it on mobile?
PC. Yeah.
PC. Okay, I didn't think of that.
Yeah, it's a great game, man. You
All
drive the
right.
boats, fishing. We're getting a little off track. So, Jack,
Okay, yeah, yeah.
what's so
Back to the
special about
sponsor. Back to the
Rapala, bro?
sponsor. Rapala. Rapala is great. Rapala is they wow, they mostly make just lures. That's basically it. They'll make some other stuff like some outdoor equipment, but lures is their main focus.
I think
Uh
they make reels and rods too.
I think they do, and they also make pliers and just all fishing equipment. But their baits are amazing. I use them every time I go fishing. Every time I throw my rod in the water, or not my not my rod in the water, my line in the water. Then- Yeah, okay. Um, I'm gonna say like 25% of my fishing lures are Rapala. It's a big. If you're thinking about how many fishing lures I have, Rapala like 25%. That's a lot, and they don't fail me. These baits last months and months and months. All you have to do change out the hooks. Most of the time, they make baits that are like jerk baits, which is pretty much just crankbaits. They're like longer. Like crankbaits are kind of like you know what I
Yeah.
mean, like squished. Jerk baits are long. You know, they look like a longer fish, like a perch or I don't know,
All
pike.
right.
These baits are
On the
great.
point you said,
Yeah,
they don't fail me, right? I that actually
they
reminds
ne-
me of our second sponsor.
second sponsor.
Yeah,
Okay, perfect. We can lead right
Blue
into that.
Fox.
Blue Fox.
Blue
Okay.
Fox are the greatest. lure makers. They make the best spinner baits of all time. Trust me. You're trying to catch bass, pike, use a blue fox spinner. Personally, I like the blue color one. Okay, they're named Blue Fox, but they have different colors. The
Okay.
blue one's good, the pink one's good, yellow, green, all of them. I would recommend the size 5. Trust me.
Size 5.
We caught nothing topwater. We switched to Blue Fox. Boom.
Yep. Yep.
10 pike in 1 hour.
20. 20.
Okay. 20.
Yeah. Yeah, we got 20. Well, 10 pike in
Yeah.
an hour, 20 in
Yeah.
2 or 3. It was great. That was a great day, and that was all thanks to you, and all thanks to Blue Fox as well. So I'm really glad they sponsored us. They're an amazing company. I definitely want you to check them out. They're very cheap. They last. They last pretty much forever. It's literally just a piece of metal. Like, if that's gonna wear out, I don't know. Like, it's not. The Yeah. Okay.
Alright.
It's great. They're great. Um. Okay.
What's the next segment?
So next segment is we have some changes. We're obviously changing seasons. There's a lot of fishing is slowing down right now for sure. Um, not only because fish are getting tired, but also because the laws tend to kind of restrict fishing near in
Because this
fall
is the
and
breeding
winter.
time, so fish gotta regenerate, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
You gotta
They
give
have
them a
to
break.
yeah, they have to conserve. They have to do all the stuff, the stuff they need to
Yep.
do. Um, there's some places you can fish around Georgetown right now that are legal, which is the quarry, which we talked about, because it's bass. Bass are always in season year round.
Well, we also gotta remind
The
that the
credit,
quarry was stocked, is man-made. So,
yes,
yeah.
yes, yes, yes.
So there's
So
like
that's
no
why
laws
it's
there. At least I don't think.
yeah, you're, but we don't think so, but
Fine.
we've been fine so far. And if we get caught, it's Ivan Sester's fault. So,
Yep.
um, but yeah, a lot of the credit rivers a no-no right now. If you fish there,
Yeah,
it's
it's like
legal.
max legal.
But if you go to the mouth of the river where Lake Ontario is, you're good. Which you're gonna see a lot of people there. It's most of the time it's very busy. But okay, do you have anything else?
Uh, most of the Credit River is illegal right now because trout fishing is done in like 90% of
Mm,
the GTA or even Canada, honestly.
yeah,
There's
it's
only like some certain
in
spots where
November.
like trout is stocked, so they want to keep levels down. The Credit
Mm,
River trout aren't stocked as much, so some areas are closed.
yeah, very rarely. All right, and we wanted to talk about some gear we like to use. Um, this is usually your expertise. You like to pick out your rods and reels, so I'm gonna hand this off to you. I'm just gonna answer some questions.
Yeah?
All right, talk about some rods and reels you like to
Wait, you want
use,
me
man.
to ask a question?
No, you are gonna tell me
Alright,
about some rods and reels that you like to use, and I'm going to sit here.
alright. The best rods I've seen over the years, I've been fishing for like 10 years, I'd say. The best rod is by this company. Okay, we're not gonna shame Rapala, but Fenwick makes the best rods, man. If you're looking for a medium light rod, Fenwick's the best. The rod feels like it's grams, and I've caught a 7 pound pike on it.
Whew.
It's a pretty good rod.
Okay.
Reels,
Yeah.
we're looking for Fluger. Fluger,
Fluger.
elite reels. Never have any problems with them. Personally, if I was they're a spin reel, by the way. It's not a baitcaster.
Spinning reel.
Baitcasters, in my
Yeah.
opinion, are trash. If you use a
I love
baitcaster, you have
baitcasters.
issues. That's
Okay.
all I'm gonna say.
Okay. Good to know.
Oh, Jack.
Good to know. I'm a
Also, talk
baitcaster
about
guy. I
baitcasters
love
now.
baitcasters. All right. So there's two types of reels for
Yeah.
anyone. We're just gonna have a little, people who don't really know what's going on here, but baitcasting reels and spinning reels. These are two very different reels that people like to use when they're fishing. Bait casting reels are better for big, heavy baits that you want to cast. You want to launch them across the entire lake. That's what it's for, and efficiently too. Like you want to not scrape your line on your rod or whatever. Um, they also have like a lot more fine tuning to each bait, so like you can throw your specific bait farther than you would a smaller bait. Yeah, and a spinning. Okay, well, bait. I will just tell you what a bait casting reel is. It's pretty much completely closed. there's a the spool that holds the line is parallel to the reel, so there's less gears, so it's a little bit smoother. Um,
Yeah.
it feeds out a little hole in the top, and the hole will move side to side to when you're reeling in to like feed it perfectly back and forth onto the spool. And yeah, that's pretty much all you need to know about the bait. If you want to do more research on bait casting, you can Google a picture of bait casting reels. It's pretty obvious what I'm talking about.
Alright.
Spinning reels is the most conventional way.
It's like the modern way.
Yeah, most people will use a spinning reel. It's a spool, a reel, and a little like a flippy fling. You just flip it up, and the line comes out. You flip it down, the line doesn't come out. It's pretty simple. Like you lift it up, throw your line out, put it back down, reel in. It's very simple. Oh, there's also drag wheels, which will change how much the fish can pull your line out. You want that because if you have too little drag, the line will break because they'll
Too much
just pull the
tension on
line
the
instead of
line.
your drag. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Drag?
I think we talk about live bait and like plastic bait. We're
We
not
did
talking
not
about
talk
that,
about
yeah.
that. I guess we talk about that.
Alright.
Live bait, plastic bait.
So basically, in general, live bait will always be better. 'Cause it's like
Yeah,
it's
pretty
basically the
much.
real thing. Plastic bait just trying to simulate the real thing. The real thing
Yeah.
is just always gonna be better.
In my opinion, if you're going for fish to eat, if that's what you're doing, live bait's definitely the choice, 100%, because you're gonna catch
Yeah,
more
you're
fish.
basically using fish, okay, minnows or worms, to catch more fish.
Like what they're actually going to eat in
Yeah.
the lake. Like, but if, in my opinion, when you're sport fishing, fishing for fun, I like to use baits that are plastic, metal, that simulate them, because then you have more of a sport. Like you're trying to. I think it's a really cool idea that you're faking being their food.
Yeah.
Like I think that's really fun.
It's
That's
actually
my opinion.
crazy.
Like you have to pretend to be their food with a piece of metal.
Like
Like
imagine a burger faking to be a burger and it's actually just like a hook trying to hook you.
yeah, exactly. Like you have to pretend to be food. It's very. I think it's very cool. In my
Yeah,
opinion.
but you also have to remember, most fish you can't use as baits. It's like very illegal. You can only use minnows,
Yeah.
chub, I think. That's about it. Anything else like hard illegal.
Mostly just stuff you could. Yeah, mostly stuff you could just
Yeah.
buy at a store. Which like you could buy. Oh yeah, baits in GTA. Canadian Tire is great, in my
Oh,
opinion.
for worms? Oh,
If you want to pick up worms, rods and wheels, baits. Like if you want to go fishing in the GTA, I'd say. Do you think there's any? Is there any more fishing stores around here? Like really close? I
I
don't
mean
think there is,
Bass
right?
Pro Shops.
That's Bass Pro Shops is like fishing
Yeah.
capital, but that's in Vaughan, like by
Isn't Vaughn in
Canada's
Toronto?
Wonderland.
Like basically?
I'm not actually sure. It's pretty close. It's literally touching. Like if you're standing in Bass Pro, you can see Canada's
Yeah.
Wonderland. So if you know where that is, then it's not that far. Like if you want the best fishing stuff you can get, go there. Like if you're trying to like really get
If
into
you're
it,
also
go
trying
there.
to see
In my
fish
opinion.
in a tank, like a fish you
Yes,
find in
there's those
Ontario,
there.
they're there too. You can
Hmm.
even find lake sturgeon, even an
Those
alligator
are in there.
gar. Yeah,
Really?
I went
Okay,
there
that's
two
great.
months ago.
I did too.
That's crazy.
Guess what? I did not see those. I think
Oh,
you're lying.
I did see him.
You know, I saw largemouth bass, smallmouth bass, a huge catfish.
You did not see a gar.
Yeah, no, I didn't
Okay,
see a gar. Maybe I'm like blind. I don't know. But yeah, I think that's
that's about
pretty
it.
much it. We're at the 20-minute mark here. I did not think it was going this long. I honestly I lost track of time.
Yeah,
But as a conclusion, definitely check out our social media at Cast Podcast.
sure.
Send in your fish. Send in your baits. If you make homemade baits, we'll definitely like show them and use them in our YouTube channel as well. We'll show like catching fish on them, and I feel like that's just a great thing to do.
I think our next episode will be like more cooking wise. We'll talk about
Yeah,
more
for sure.
cooking
Our next episode's gonna be
recipes. What are the best fish to
that's what.
eat?
Hmm.
Personally, my
Hmm.
personal favorite,
Especially,
bass, largemouth and smallmouth, and drum.
yeah, in my opinion, those are for lack of a better word, shit to eat. They're horrible. I would not eat those. They they're not great, in my opinion. Ryan and my friend Trent, they love them. Uh,
They're
no,
good, man. Fry
no.
them. Any fish is good, honestly. Just be cooking
Yeah,
correct.
yeah,
All right. I think
yeah.
that
Okay,
basically sums it up.
okay. I think that's about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll see you
All right.
guys
That was amazing.
later.
And we're pretty much done here, except I think we have um I don't know. What else do we have, Ryan? I don't think I think we got